about that.
I mean, sometimes you can really see if a player is writing or something like that, what is going on in their minds. But of course, it's not the attitude you want to go for. But it's always easier said than done in a pressure situation. I mean, for example, when I failed the 20-pointer on the round of 8 in the Zerator Cup, and we were missing on 12 points, Marius and me, my emotions were fucking me so hard to just say like that. And it's so hard to really take them back, go into the next round, and stay calm. It's super, super hard to do. I mean, of course, it's only the qualifying here, and not to be, not to be compared with the 6th round of the Rage Cup. But it's only my personal experience that I've gotten from that.
Yeah, you're. It's actually something that almost every player can relate in TrackMania who has tried to compete in cup mode or rounds mode or pretty much any mode besides time attack. You can have it pretty much down on the time attack phase, but when it comes to like consistency, you can be completely blown out of the water, and that can make you really tilt in no time at all. As we are already restarting the server and we're about to go live. This is warm up on map number 1, which is going to be Puzzle. The order has been shuffled a little bit here.
Yep, the order has been shuffled, so we are starting with the Xera map here, Puzzle, where the entrance into the full speed section, which I figured out beforehand, is really decisive. It really determines your speed over that really, really long straight as players are approaching the dirt section right now and are currently warming up. I'm following Hoop for the moment, who has a good warm-up.
Hoop from Team Funtime currently sitting in P4 in this warm-up. Remember, there will not be any counting, but sometimes the warm-up can be a really feel-good factor in the round proceeding. It's really a double-edged sword when you're doing the warm-up. Either you do it and try to give it your best and see how you can actually gauge yourself, and that could actually be a motivational target, or if you completely fail it and you tilt, that could potentially be set to doom you in the next few rounds. So yeah, we'll have to see how these players fare after the warm-up has ended in terms of mindset, but it seems as though we're about to get underway, and I'm going to leave it to you to commentate on this first round.
Alright, so one more point to the warm-up is, if you get a good warm-up and you have the mindset, I'm gonna fail the live round anyway, but hopefully this won't happen to Hoop here, so I just want to keep an eye on him, because I've not seen too much of him on the Heat 1 here. So let's go with Hoop here, player for Team Funtime, for that first round, as we've seen, I think 1 or 2 players who made a mistake there in this first turn already. So Hoop off to a little bit of a more conservative start, so he finds himself 0.13 of a second behind the leader, who's right now Angelo. So Angelo we have not seen so far, so Hoop goes super close and actually makes this mistake. So let's go to Zarox here, who's right now battling it out for the top placements here. So Xera also off to a good start on his own map, but as I've spoken of to him, he made another mistake. So Xera down here. Aurel in the mix, as well as Energize. Insanity makes the mistake, or had the lag, but I think he made a mistake. Yes, he made the mistake now. Oh my god, what is happening? He had a little bit of a lag for me though, so that's why I thought he made a mistake. But right now it's Link in first place, followed up by Dizrod. Then we have Jaja and Zarox behind, and Energies runs up the top 5. So who's gonna take it? Energies with a very good line there for the ending section. Actually goes for that P3 here. So Dizrod in second place, Link in first, and Energize. What a great ending there from him. 17,000 out of Coco. Then we have Ulnera, Elite, Zarox, Jaja, and Aurel rounding up the top 8.
Energized with a really great ending and really great momentum carrying to move up 3 places in the space of a few seconds, just like that on the snap of the finger. And now we're gonna actually get into round number 2. Let's actually follow Volnera a little bit. Player from one of the young players from Team Exalty, 17 years old if I'm not mistaken. 17 or 19 years old if I'm not mistaken. From the Brittany region of France, who has also taken part in the French Regions tournament, taking part in the OGL and TMGL combined. Unfortunately eliminated. He will have to take his chance again in the next Open Grand League season in the summer. Mixmod having made a bit of a mistake, and Link currently sitting in the lead in front of Insanity and Aurel for your top 3. Let's actually check in on Insanity a little bit, who had a huge lag spike during the first round, and oh, we have Vulnera with a huge mistake. Insanity also made a mistake as well. So yeah, he's currently finding himself down into the depths of the top 15, and Link, Aurel, and yeah, someone else is currently in the top 8. Hydra emerging big time here, and yeah, it seems as though Link has got this down tooth and nail, and he will get the convincing round win in front of Aurel in second place. Then third place will be for Zarox, Coco 4th, Dizrod 5th, Hydra 6th, Frizz and Angela will complete the top 8 for Team Zero.
So what a great round there from Link, being almost 0.3 of a second ahead, and this round's off his second win in a row. And where is Gwen? Where is Gwen?
No,
Where?
nowhere to be seen. He's currently sitting in P18 with 33 points.
Wow, so this is, I mean, of course, it's the second round, but let's keep our eyes on Gwen. So he has made some mistakes. I can just, like, say, from the point of view, because Gwen obviously has the pace here, as he has qualified alongside with Afi, who's, of course, not from France, so he would have played this cup as well, I would assume. And has qualified alongside with Gwen, playing for Team GameWard. Right now has a very good start. Insanity's just ahead of him. Let's go a little bit further behind. Let's go with Accepte, who's right now at P19, has 32 points, so just behind Gwen here, as Gwen has a very good section here, as well as Insanity, Zarox in P3, and then we have Nitro just behind Accepte, and who's gonna take that first place? Gwen with a very good line here over Insanity. Who's gonna get that first place? It seems that Insanity has way more speed than Gwen, so he will just be in first place. Yes, and he will be with a good time here of 55.10, so very good time there. And then we have a gap of 0.4 of a second between the first and the third place. Coco again with a good performance here, except they in fourth, Zarox in fifth place, Ben in P6, and then we have Energize again with a lot of points in P7 and Nitro in 8th place. Let's go into the next round.
And as a result of that, Coco has emerged into the lead with 128 points to his credit.
Wow,
so
nice.
yeah, really good performance by the OSUP driver, trying to pull off some big performances here as he seeks to get into the group stage really convincingly here. Meanwhile, Aurel currently sitting in the middle of the pack as we see right now, but towards the head of it with P5 as a result
Coco.
of max CP, 63 hundredths of a second. Oh, this was thousandths of a second, sorry. Oh, Asset, Hoop, and Ben currently sitting in your top 3. A really unconventional top 3 compared to Heat 1, I must say. And Gwen is trying to make short work of them, and he emerges in the lead in front of Hoop and Disroll, and Link currently not sitting in the best position, currently sitting in P7. Let's actually see how everything will go into this full speed park. Gwen, Disroll, and Accepte currently sitting in 1, 2, and 3. He's running Hoop in P4. Let's actually see if there's going to be any position change into this.
This one with more speed!
This one with more speed. Accept with more speed as well. Accept could be potentially making the whole shot. No, Accept does that.
Oh, Aurel!
Gwen second, Aurel third, and Accept in 4th place. Yes, Accept 4th, Energize 5th, Kids 6th, Vulnera 7th, and Jaja in 8th. This one with a 55.260 to close off the round, and Binks, unfortunately, one of the players that had showed so much potential in Heat 1, not having too much of a good start so far to his campaign in Heat 2, currently sitting in 17th place with 76 points.
Yeah, so I could have, I was wrong maybe when I said, oh, yo, this would be like the exact same as in the prior round. But it could be because we're seeing a different map at the start now. The map order has changed. And let's go ahead and actually spectate Binks for this round here, as he is right now. Oh no, this is Yoto Kotokolo. Okay, as Binks has a good start, being 13 hundredths of a second behind the leader, who's right now Xera. So Xera is leading on his own map, as he is being in first yet again. So let's actually go a little bit further ahead. Where is Xera here? Xera is on place 22. Insanity, Link, and Rin are also in the mix here for the battle for that top 4. As we can see, Insanity yet again with a very convincing section here. Who comes back strong here with a good SD? I think it's Link with a little bit more speed over Insanity. Is it enough here for that first place? Who's gonna take it? Is it Insanity or Link? Who's gonna take it? No, Insanity will remain in first place. Link in second. Then we have Xera in fourth and third place. Aurel gets fourth place, and I think then the player who was in top 4 beforehand, who was that again? Accepte.
Dice Rod Accept in P8, and yeah, it was a really tight battle between Xera and Rin for P3, and Xera did
made
well
a
to
mistake.
hold him off, and Rin actually completely faltered and fell out of the top 8, and as a result of that finish, Xera is now up into P12 with 108 points, equal to Kid, currently sitting in P13 in the standings. Let's actually see a bit of his point of view here. Kid, player from Team Against All Authority, full speed team, remember? And meanwhile, Angelo, currently sitting in a really good leading position, battling with Ben and Energize, as well as Link, who's trying to get some really good points going. And it seems as though Navi from Team Metal League has clouded the outside world of the dirt, and now we're currently seeing Energize, Ben, and Lighty emerging big time as well. Meanwhile, Energize and Gwen are battling it out for the lead. Hydra, Volnera, and Lighty in your top 5. Let's actually try to follow Link a little bit. Link a little bit further behind, actually, compared to the top 5 battle. Gwen versus Energize, Hydra, Xera, and Aurel battling it out for 3rd place. Let's actually see if we can actually follow Aurel here.
Oh, Link's end!
Link, he's gonna get overtaken, potentially. No, actually, he's gonna be a safe place, and Energize will get the round win in front of Gwen, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Oh, actually, no, Gwen will overtake him in the end. I completely missed that. Yeah, Gwen, Energize, Kid, Volnera, Link, Zerar, Lighty, or Lighty and Aurel in top 8. Really sorry for the things that we missed. We tried to keep on top of everything here, and we're already done with map number 1, amazingly, as we head into map number 2, which is going to be Yum, which was the starter map of heat number 1.
So you can see, as we take a look into the points, it's rather much more close, and Aurel actually is in 1st right now, ahead of Energize. Then we have Disrod, Link, Gwen, Insanity, except a Coco in P8, who used to be in that 1st place just 3 rounds in, so he dropped a little bit further behind. Kid in P9, and then Xera on his own map, making 146 points, but it's remarkably much more closer than on the prior map 1, which was this one here.
Yeah, it was actually Yum on map 1, and you're right. It's such closer than compared to heat number 1. We're currently seeing that top 10 is Xera with 146, but only 1 point in front of Zarox. Currently sitting in 11 with 145, and then we got Volnera, Frizz, Binks, and Lighty as well, following along pretty nicely in the top 15. So yeah, it will be a pretty tight battle overall. As I get a little bit of a lag spike here, I'm really sorry about that. For all of these positions, remember 3 maps left to go. Anything can happen in TrackMania, and it usually does. As we're about to get map number 2 underway in the best part of 10 seconds here, and I think we should spectate maybe Disrod for the opening round.
This road is place number.
He's P3 with 208.
Okay, yeah, so I was a little bit further down, but yeah, I was reading out his name, and yeah, he's in P3. Okay, so player for Team UB and therefore Team Fox. Disrod is kicking it off here for the map called Yum, the shortest map out of this map pack, built by Thompson. So let's see what Disrod can do here in this 1st round, as he has a quite good start here, I would say. Finds himself at the top of the pack here, being in P20, but he has accumulated a little bit more speed, avoids the gear down there, and therefore he finds himself on P16, only 0.2 of a second behind the leader, who's right now Insanity, and followed up by Energize. So let's go with Energize for that battle here for that 1st place. Insanity has already accumulated a great amount of a lead, but Energize is coming a little bit closer, but I think it's not sufficient there, as we see Gwen being a little bit further behind, but actually will overtake him now for the end here. So Gwen will snag that 2nd place, Insanity will remain in 1st, and then we have 2 B-Genius players actually will be split by 1,000 of a second. Kid overtakes Mixmod there in the end, then Link in P6, Lighty in P7, nice to see him, and Binks in top 8.
Binks in top 8, and as a result of that strong finish, and also not really much points to score for a Aurel, and that's going to see him drop down to 2nd as Energize takes the lead with 261 to his credit. Let's actually follow someone else. Let's actually follow Asset from Team Zero, currently sitting in 8th place with 194, and again, we're really sorry about the drop frames. I'm seeing only red in the bottom right-hand corner of my OBS. It's not really looking good, but meanwhile, Coco has not...
Oh, accepted!
And Asset with a hugely mistaken landing, and that's going to drop him out of contention. Meanwhile, Coco trying to battle it out to retain the lead versus Binks in Mixmod as well as Kid. Oh, huge lag spikes. I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to have to suss that out, but Navi also having made a huge...
Oh, Kid, look at Kid!
Speed. Oh, and Kid as well. Kid versus Navi. It's
and Coco!
Coco as well.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be Kid who wins the round, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Kid will win the round in front of Link, Angelo, Energize, Insanity, Mixmod, Yoto Kotokoro, and Binks. That final.
Wow.
That's a huge Monka S. You're absolutely right, Maxi. It's a even the Monka W, if I dare add. So. Yeah, getting into round 3, and yeah, Energize still in the lead with 303.
Okay, let's go ahead and spectate Volnera, who is right now sitting at P13 with 176 points. Good start for him though, so let's see if he can make something happen here as he finds himself in the top 3 of the pack. Link and Insanity and as well as Binks are in the mix, and also Angelo. So very good starts for all of the players. Also Kick is lurking here and just waiting that the full speed section is starting where he can shine, where he can just shine. But right now it's Angelo in first, and we have Zarox as well, Vulnera, Binks and Kid. This is the top 5 for you guys, and Vulnera with a very good corkscrew as he is approaching this one very good. But look at this line from Vulnera, it's so weird, and he gets overtaken by a lot of players. Kid in first, but so many mistakes. Actually Aurel will be the player who will be in second place. The Rock's just behind him. So a lot of things were happening here in the end. Sorry that I can't really keep track of everything, but it's so hard to do. Mixmod in P5, Ben in 6th, Disrod in the 7th place, and then Vulnera, as I'm speaking of him, in that 8th place.
Yeah, I know, Cloud. It's bad. I'm really trying to work out everything in terms of how we can.
Should I go for the next round?
I'm trying to go for the trying to cast the next round here right now.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it's Vulnera. No, actually, no. Go ahead. I'm trying to suss that out.
Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and spectate Binks here, who's right now sitting on that 10th place. Not with the best start here. We've seen some mistakes. I didn't really capture who that was, but Binks off to a good start right now on P6 here, only 0.1 of a second behind Navi, who's in first, followed up by Mixmod and Energize. So both of the BGenius members are going for that, but Gwen actually went for a little bit more of an inside line. But look at Navi right now in dire need of some points here. Navi will remain in that first place, but whoa, as I'm going to the different player, we see a lot of mistakes here. What is happening? And actually Gwen will take it here ahead of Kid. What is happening here? Link in 3rd place, Mixmod and Energize, the both BGenius players in P4 and 5, Aurel in 6th, Disrod in 7th place, but so many things were happening here. Oh man, what is going on? This is such a messy ending here with that drop from that half pipe, or into the half pipe here, from the roll right.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'm really trying to work out everything we can in terms of how we can solve the network issue. Meanwhile, we still got the VOD working, so I'm still going to cast as if everything will be live. So meanwhile, we're currently seeing Kid, who has made such a huge jump in this map, currently sitting in P3 with 340. He has a bad landing and he will turtle over. He will be forced to respawn. That's going to be the end of this round for him. And Aurel as well. What's going to happen with all these big players currently faltering by the wayside?
Vulnera, Coco, and Senna.
Currently Vulnera, Coco, Zerar, and Energize, as well as Insanity, who's coming in hot. Look at Insanity's insane speed right here. It's going to be over to the full speed section to the side as we get the...
Oh, Energize!
Oh,
Energize! Oh my god. 2,000 of a second between first and second.
Holy crap. 2,000s between Energize and Insanity. Coco, Gwen, Link, Binks, Vulnera, and Disruptor will complete your top 8. But...
Wow, what a great ending. By Energize there.
Okay, we're really sorry about the frame drops. I'm just going to stop the streaming. The VOD will continue to work, so we're going to continue casting as everything will go live. It's going to be off to you, Turbo.
Okay, so going into the next round here, we see actually Energize now in first place. Second place, it's Link. Then we have Aurel. But let's actually go with Disrod, who has a really good performance here. But right now is 2.2 of a second behind. So this is not looking good for the Team Fox player here, as we've seen some mistakes left, right, and center here. Ooh, but he's not really getting a lot of speed over that section here. Let's go a little bit further ahead, as we see Aurel right now being in the battle for that top 5 placement. Kid is approaching this drop there really good, and is now up to P1, followed up by Gwen, Insanity, and then also Energize. Angelo with a mistake, and we see actually... I think it was Link who will overtake Aurel there in the end. Yes, I got that one right with a very eagle eye there. 2,000 of a second is Link ahead of Aurel. Wow, what a great round. Gwen wins it.
Huge mistake. Kid made a huge mistake and clipped the end on the outside of the block towards the ending. And yeah, unfortunately, he was up to P3 into just a few rounds ago, and now he's down to P7. So yeah, we're again really sorry, guys. We're trying to suss out the network issues. We're still recording the VODs. We're already on map number 3 right now, which is currently offline, and so the decider will going to be Blue Angel by Storbix.
All right. I mean, I could start streaming as well, but I think it's in mid-match. It's weird, right? I mean,
we're really sorry.
Okay, and it's too much to adjust now. I mean, I could start streaming now, but it's up to you if you want to try it or not.
Come on, please, be the gods, be damned. Yes, it seems as though we're getting back. Oh no, it's dropping down again. Ah, shit.
Should I start the stream or not?
Yeah, start the stream. I'm gonna continue recording the VOD.
Okay, then I will go live. Okay.
Oh wait, no.
Okay.
My connection is fluctuating so much. I can't really see. I don't see what I can do. Nobody's using the network. Okay, just in case, do a bit of a launch the stream.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just live now, so all good.
Okay. We're really sorry about that, guys. We're gonna have to stop the stream over on my end. We're gonna have to go. I'm giving it over to
LuckersTurbo, yeah.
LuckersTurbo to actually get this done with the cast. I'm still recording the VOD on my part, and yeah, you will be able to see the VOD pop up. Oh shit! I'm trying to not mess up the link here. Okay, really sorry about that, guys. We're gonna have to.
Okay, but
okay, go over there. We'll see you over on Turbo Stream as we're about to be heading to map number 3. The recording will continue, and we're gonna spectate someone else. Let's actually spectate Insanity, 4th place with 407.
okay, let's go with Insanity, who's right now sitting over 400 points, off to a good start, manages to survive this tight section here as he goes up to a very, very good start here. As you can see, he goes for that low jump and therefore has more speed. Zarox, however, is in first. And also Navi is here in the mix, and Coco Mixmod, who were opting for a little bit more down approach here, dropping a little bit further behind now. But we can still see Zarox in first place, accumulates a lot of speed over that section. Look at this godly line there from Zarox. Aurel, Coco, and Insanity are all in the mix for that first place here, as we can see. Angelo?
Angelo and Asset as well.
Oh, Angelo touching the wall though.
Ooh, yeah. Zarox, Coco, and Insanity in your top lane. And look at Insanity's speed right there. He's going to be able to actually battle it off at the end. Coco as well, who's made a hugely godly line here in the tag section. And now it's going to be up to the full speed of the side. And Insanity has got this down. Remember, Coco with a huge line as well. But look at Insanity. He could be, if it's set to overtake him, no, maybe it will not be enough. It won't be enough.
Yeah, what a great ending from Coco there. The wall ride looked so smooth, and therefore he had more speed than Insanity. And actually Bings in that 3rd place, Aurel in 4th. Then we have Navi, nice to see him in 5th place, Link Energized, and Yotokotokolo in 8th.
Yotokotokolo. It seems as though the stream has come back on my end. I can't understand that. I'm really sorry about that, guys. And now as soon as I said that, he completely kicked stuff again.
Okay, go for the next round.
Keep your connection running. Meanwhile, let's actually spectate Energize, shall we? Currently the leader with 487 points, only if less than 30 points in front of Link in 2nd place with 454. So yeah, we'll be looking to see how the B Genius player fares in this round and in this map. If he is able to maintain, he's going to potentially get a bit of an advantage compared to Link. And it seems as though Link is trying to show a bit of his upper hand and try to get back into the fight, as we see him currently battling it out for the top 5 positions. Aurel, Acept, Hydra, and Binks currently in your top 4. Let's actually see the perspective from the leader right now, Aurel from Team Gaming TV.com, currently leading this race convincingly from 2nd place as this checkpoints completely fail. I'm really sorry. Let's actually see. It is Acept who's in 2nd place, and then it's going to be Aurel who will be able to convincingly take the round unless any huge godly lines happen. It seems the Binks made a huge effort for it, but in the end, it will not pay off. And oh, actually, Kid has got such a huge ending and managed to get into 2nd place. Aurel first, Kid in 2nd place, as we see someone Turtle. Energize will not be able to finish the round.
Wow!
He was forced to respawn, and yeah, Aurel, Kid, Hydra, Rin, Binks, Insanity, Link, and Gwen, your top 8, and Energize will fall down to 4th place with 487, and Aurel will inherit the lead, just over 500 points.
So this will be actually really interesting, as we can see only 15 points between 1st and 4th place here, so everything could win this 2nd heat here. As we go into the next round here, we see Bings with a very, very good start here, but let's actually go with Vulnera, who's right now up to P10, so nice to see him in the top 10 placement. Not the best start for him though, for the Exalty player, but we see some players making a mistake there. I've not captured the name there, but Vulnera has accumulated a lot of speed over that section. You're battling out with Nitro at the moment, and also Link is down here in that battle for that top 20. Coco opts for a little bit more outside approach, and actually it's Taurus who's a little bit further ahead. So let's go ahead and spectate him. He's on P23. Taurus right now for the battle here for that 1st place between him and Aurel. Let's see who gets that one the best. Taurus opts for a little bit outside SD approach and has a little bit more speed, but it's not sufficient.
Did it happen?
Oh, it's not sufficient for him. So Aurel will be in first yet again. Tourist in second. Then we have Binks. Actually, Kid again in third place. So Deja Vu as in the prior round. And Binks drops down again. Binks drops down again from that third place as he was in beforehand on the round before to sixth place again. So wow, what an upset. He loses so many points because of this ending section.
Meanwhile, Kid with two really huge finishes and also really strong rounds on Yum, who will be going le rageux in French, and he's currently sitting in sixth place with 445. Really good showing from the Against All Authority player that we're currently following. And yeah, so far on his map, this map, two strong third place finishes. To his credit, and yeah, it seems as though he's trying to get some big points on the board here. Meanwhile, it seems as though Asset has emerged in the lead, and Aurel is nowhere to be seen. He must have made a mistake early on. And yeah, Gwen, Asset, and Xless as well in your top three, and Navi from Team Metalik also trying to get into the mix. Look at this pack. It's all really weaving in and out of each other. And let's actually try to follow someone else. Let's actually try to follow Navi a little bit, shall we? From Team Metalik, who's currently sitting in a really good position here. Asset, Link, Lighty, Mixed Mode, Hydra, and Navi. Your top six so far as we're going to the full speed. This could be where Navi could take the advantage here. Let's actually see over the wall right. Ooh, Lighty with a really huge line. And
oh, accepted!
Accept will get the round.
Oh, he was almost... He was almost touching the...
It's Link!
Wait, what? It's a tie! It's a tie! It's a tie! It's a tie!
No, actually, Link will get it on the next decimal. Remember, it's 1/10,000th of a second if the thousandths are equal. So yeah, Link will get the 50 points. Asset, Mixed Mode, Navi, and so on will complete your top 8. But wow!
Well, I didn't know that with the 10,000s. I didn't know that, actually. Is it confirmed by Nadeo, or?
That is confirmed by Nadeo, yeah.
Okay, so you learn something new every day. Alright, but yeah, what a great ending there. And he manages to snipe that first place, but it's so close. And also Gwen, I mean, he had a very good starting section, but look at him now. He's betting now with Insanity and Coco here for that first place. Also, all of the other players who are behind by the name of Lighty and Accepte, who really shine through on this map, are in the mix. So Gwen, yet again, or still in first place. Let's go with actually Lighty, who was on P14 here, who's right now on P5. Coco with a lot of speed, so he's up to P1 here, and Insanity's just behind him. Lighty goes for a little bit more inside approach compared towards Coco, but Coco really shines through here on this ending section. So who's gonna take that first place? I think it will be Coco. Yes, it will, and Insanity will not be able to catch up towards Coco, but still in second place. Lighty in third, Gwen in fourth place, then Xless, not have seen him too much, in fifth, Jaja, Zarox, and Kid rounding off the 8th placement for you.
Coco with a really strong time as well, of 58.878 as of this round. Really strong showing by the Ulster player. Currently sitting in 9th place with 4.205. Not really the best overall points collecting so far, but still some really strong places. We headed to the final round of map number 3, the final round of offline for this day 1 of the heats, and it seems as though Energize has made a huge mistake.
Coco as well.
It was mixed mode. Coco as well. Coco made a mistake. Oh yeah, it was Mixed Mode, I think, who actually had a full stopping in one of the blocks, and yeah, it's gonna be game over for him. Meanwhile, let's actually try to get a bit further with the lead. Gwen and Insanity battling it out for the first place. Binks in third place, Jaja and Zera in 4th and 5th, and look at how everything will be packed up. Let's actually see from Binks, currently sitting in P2. Jaja, Lighty, we also got Gwen in the mix.
Oh, Lighty's so close.
Oh, look at Insanity. Insanity with the godly line through this tech section here. He's going to get over the lead temporarily, at least, as we get into the full speed line. But remember, this is where Insanity made the difference in this particular map. Let's actually see how everything will go. Binks, Lighty, and Insanity for the lead right now.
Oh, Binks!
Binks will fail it. Let's actually see Insanity. Insanity versus Lighty, and it's going to be Insanity who will come out the victor of that battle and will take the round in front of Lighty in second. Link in third, Jaja 4th, Energize 5th, Kid 6th, Xless 7th, and Gwen in 8th.
Wow, what a close round there, and you can really see Disrod and yeah, who was in second again, or in third?
It was Lighty and Binks.
Yeah, Binks. Both of the players really, they risk it for the biscuit there, and it didn't really pay off, and then you just lose 40 plus points, and this is so unforgiving. And I mean, from my point of view, I would have saved it, but I'm not playing it, so it's not happening. As we go into the next, or to the last map of today, of the second heat here, we have Blue Angel by Storvix. Is this any known mapper? You heard of this mapper or something like that?
Dorvix, I don't really know. I don't really know of him. He might have made some good some maps in the past. I don't really know any of his maps off the top of my head. IMO. This is really much the first competitive map that I see from him.
Yeah,
and
me too.
It can be an insane bruiser, this one, especially in this opening dirt section that we saw right now, where it can actually be downshift land, as some people have called it, where it's really easy to lose the gear if you get the line slightly wrong and drop a bit too much momentum in the downhills and in the underground parts as well.
Yeah, I mean, this track has everything. I would say a very, very hard tech section where you have to get a lot of speed through, as you can see here, and then align your car just perfectly. And then this infamous ramp where you can either, like Link did, thank you Link, just flip your car and just lose all of your momentum and therefore all your speed. And you have to risk it in order to get into the top placements. Then followed up by this at full speed section where you have to just do this SD, which you were pointing out on the first heat, which is really hard to do. But if you do it, you grant yourself some more placements. And I can really see a player like Kid who could really execute this one actually. So this.
Yeah, this could be up to the this could be right up the sleeve of the full speed players such as Navi, Kid, and people like that, who could potentially be there to actually snatch a few kilometers an hour more than the opposition. As we head into round 1, it's up to you.
Okay, it's up to me. So I will actually go with Disrod now, who's sitting at P7 with 487 points. And as we can see, Insanity is right now in first, who has accumulated a lead of 35 points. But anyways, Disrod, will he make something happen this round, or will he drop further behind, as he's right now on P50? Navi, not with the best line there, loses a lot of speed with a very, very wonky landing. It seems that Disrod got it really good. We can see Gwen, Insanity, also Hoop and Bings battling it out here. So let's go with Hoop, who is right now on P25, but has a really good start right now. Is in that battle here for that second place between Bings, also a THE player, and Insanity. It's Goldis. Let's see who gets this one the best. It's actually Hoop dropping behind, and now we will have to spectate Gwen here, who's right now in first, and Goldis is just behind him, but I think most likely Gwen will remain at first, as he has accumulated a lot of speed here over this section. Yes, he will. Bings will stay ahead of Aurel, and Aurel will be rounding off the third place here in this round. Then we have Insanity just behind him, Zarox, Goldis. Great performance for him. I have not seen him too much here in the top 8. Mixmod and another THE player in 8th place.
Yeah, Gouldies was it's actually the first time that we see Gouldies in the top 8, if I'm not mistaken, over the course of the day. But yeah, both TrackMania Heroes Europe players in the top 8 is a really nice thing to see. Meanwhile, Insanity remains firmly in command in the overall standings with 707 points to spread it. But let's actually spectate someone a bit further behind. Let's actually spectate Mixmod from Team B Genius, currently sitting in 9th place with 467, as we see someone completely flying off into the distance. I did not see who that was. And Mixmod not having the best line here. Owen Hoop throwing the pinball effect into the snipe pinch to the wall, and it seems as though Gwen will re-emerge in the lead once again, and it's going to be a battle between him and Link. Insanity, Zerar, and Energize are in the mix as well, and we're going to have to follow that lead battle really closely here as we get into
Gwen
the second
so close
section of the map. Gwen so close, and look at how it's there neck and neck with Link. Insanity in the mix as well. Look at this, they're pretty much wheel to wheel, sniffing the gearbox of each other. Look at how everything is going.
Oh, Gwen with a no slide!
The full stop pick from Gwen.
And Energize as well!
Energize as well. Holy crap, and Link has got 2/10 of a gap between, and Insanity has dropped as well, and it's gonna be up to Link to finish it off right now. Into the full speed section he goes. He's got it firmly in command. Now to look at the set, maybe he could potentially have something to say about that, but no, Link will actually win the round. What sort of loopy land have we entered with those full stop picks and those huge mistakes? What just happened there? Link accepts Volnera, Coco, Jaja, Lighty, Yotokotokoro, and Taurus will be your top 8s.
Actually press tab and look onto the top 5. Link 50 points, Insanity plus 14, plus 12, plus 5, and plus 6. So this was a huge round for Link, who comes closer, 13 points towards Insanity here. So this was such a momentum booster here for Link, as we've seen all players in the top 5, except of Link, who had failed here. Okay, let's go and spectate Mixmod, who made a mistake, if I remember correctly, in the last round. So Mixmod off to, a very conservative start, being 0.2 of a second behind. And we see Kid making a mistake, and as well as Energized, so he is making a mistake again, and also Gwen not being super far ahead here. So you can see, as well as Hoop, not the best alignment for him, but he could maybe make something happen as he gets overtaken here by Mixmon in this section. Coco, however, is in the battle for that first place, who's right now sitting at P10. Aurel just ahead of him, and then we have Insanity and Bings, who are battling it out, and also Link is now in the mix. Link maybe wants to attack that first place, as we are on the 3rd round, so we have 3 more rounds after this one here. Coco goes for a little bit more of a different approach, does not go for the ramp gun, and you can see how much it saves. Binks up to P2, really risking it, and who is gonna take the first place? Is it Binks, who's on P8, or is it Aurel, who's on P3? Ooh, Binks went for that speed slide, but Aurel will remain in first place, and Binks in 2nd. What a great ending there from both of the players, and what a great risk there from Bings, as Insanity's in 3rd, being by 25 of a second behind the leader. Link in 4th place, Coco. Then we have, okay, wait a minute. Rin, Yotokotokolo, and the Disrod. Always nice to have Yotokotokolo in the top 8.
Yeah, always nice to have him in the top 8 just for that name alone. And Insanity still remains in the lead, but look how the gap is closed between him and Link. 15 points of a gap. Link on 750, Insanity on 765, and Aurel is still within touching distance on 730 points. Energize is a bit further behind. Let's actually spectate the VGGeek player, currently sitting in 4th place in the overall standings. Let's actually see how he gets out of this third section. Not too shabby from Energize, remaining in that right group as we get into the tech section right now. And it looks as though we've got Volnera and Aurel battling it out, and Rin as well in the mix. And look at how everything is shuffling out here in the first 20 seconds and 30 seconds of this map. And Gwen versus Link. Let's actually see Aurel.
A lot of speed.
Sitting in P4. Volnera also having a really strong showing this round. This could potentially be the one to actually salvage everything for Volnera. I mean, unfortunately, I can't really speak him right now. Oh, Gwen, Link, and Jaja also in the mix. Insanity in 4th place, and Aurel versus Gwen. Let's actually see over the ramp cut, and it's going to be Gwen who emerges in the lead. Link in 2nd place, battling neck and neck with Aurel, as they're going to go for the full speed for the finals for the 4th time here. And here we go, Gwen with the lead. Aurel will emerge in P2. P2. Let's actually see you.
Oh, Volnera with a mistake!
Oh, Volnera dropped out. And Gwen will win the round in front of Aurel. Link will be in 3rd place. Jaja 4th, Binks 5th. Mixmod 6th, Yotokotokolo 7th, and Gouldies with another top 8 finish to his credit. Really nice from the TrackMania Heroes Europe player to finish in P8, as we see Navi crossing the finish line, Coco style. At least he crosses the finish line instead of and Link emerges in the lead. New lead change with 2 rounds to go.
Oh, this one was evil with Coco, I have to say.
That's a burn that I can't really pass up on. I'm sorry.
But we can really see a lot of versatile rounds here, a lot of different leaders, and a lot of different, like top 8 like situations here, as we see Link and Gwen, one of the more stable players here, rounding off the top 2 for now. It seems that they're not getting in touch, but Gwen not with the best line here, as we see Link actually extending his lead and gets a really, really good line, as we can see here. Link being ahead here over Xera and Ben. It's so nice to see both of the players here being a little bit further ahead. Coco in P5 at the moment, being attacked by a lot of players here, as you can see, but Coco comes back strong. So now the infamous ramp cut is coming. Who's getting this one the best? Every player in the top 5 was able to survive it, and now Link is approaching this full speed section at the first place. Yes. And then we have Link. Let's see who's gonna take this 5th place here. Who's gonna be super close here? Look at this. Who has more speed? Who's gonna take it? Oh my god, this is so close. Who's gonna take it? I can't really say it because it's like 3 or 4 hundredths of a second between all of the players. Look at that.
We'll get P5.
Oh my god. This was super close to see. 1.6.96 for Bings, and then we have a 107.08, so 12 hundredths of a second between 2nd and 7th place. Wow, what a crazy round.
crazy round, and we're already heading into the final round of heat number 2 and the final round of the day here, and it's still all to play for first place. Link could be making a mistake any minute now, and it could be actually Vito Aurel to reap the benefits, as he's currently sitting 34 points behind the leader in second place with 810. Let's actually check in from Aurel from his perspective for now, with as Gwen currently sits in the lead, Volnera in second, Link in third, Coco fourth. There's a really widely varied top 4 we're seeing right now. Aurel currently sitting in the bulk of the group, currently in P10 as of the last CP we crossed. Currently, it seems as though Gwen has got the control, as we see someone scooting by with a bit of a lateness. Here we go. Gwen currently in the lead, but with a bit of a weird line, and it seems as though Link will take advantage of that and try to take the fight to Gwen, the Game Ward player, 15 years old, remember, and he is about to actually, and Link will touch the wall, and let's actually see from the perspective from Gwen, going for the rank up, he will be able to get the rank up pretty much perfectly, as we go into this Rod, who was in second place, will get into the wall as well,
Rin.
and it's going to be Gwen, who will be actually in the lead, and he will win the round. Rin in second place, Coco in third. Could be a battle between those two. Let's actually see. No, it will not be a battle. Gwen, Rin, and Coco will be your top 3 at the end of the 6th and final round. Ben in 4th, Aurel 5th, Goody 6th, Acid 7th, and Energize in 8th. And the GGs are called the end of day 1. And now we're just going to have to wait for all of the rankings from both heats to be added up, to all of the points from each players to be added up to each other until we get the final ranking for day number 1. So,
Ooh.
what's your take on that?
I mean, it was super different, but in the end, Link wins yet again with 5 points over Aurel. Then we have Insanity, Gwen. I mean, it's kind of the same, but some different positions here, as we can also see Kid being in 6th place. So this is nice to see. And also Disrod and Coco are here. I mean, I think Coco was in 9th place beforehand, but it's super nice to cast this one. And yeah, a lot of things were happening here. A lot of versatile, like positions, and last time it was 911 points for the first place, and now it's 855. So you can see that the leader got a little bit worse compared to the points, but of course it could be that players are warmed up or something like that. But it was such a great fight. It was nice to spectate. Sometimes it was a few thousands, sometimes it was equal in the thousands. So many close calls here. What a nice...
Huge close calls, especially on offline. We saw that one round, which was not separated by 1,000, but 1/10,000th of a second. That was how close it was. And yeah, a huge action throughout the entire field. And yeah, I wanted to come out with a bit of an apology for the network issues that have been plaguing the stream towards Heat 2. I'm really sorry about that. That's due to network usage. That's outside my home. I can't really do anything about it. At least the VOD in local will not have any hips and any hooks, and Turbo backed me up by opening his stream as well.
Yep.
Mid-round, it was a bit of a rocky situation here. We tried to get everything gathered as we could to actually bring you the casting live right here, and now we're just waiting for the scores to be totted up, I think.
Yep, let's wait for that, but I think this won't happen anytime soon, so I will, for now, will end my recording and say thank you for watching, guys, and yeah, thank you for your duo cast. Really, thank you for that. It was a lot of fun.
Was a lot of fun, yeah. A bit rocky at times, but yeah, it was a ton of fun. And yeah, even though yeah, it seems as though we're gonna wait for the well, we're not gonna be able to show the rankings to you on stream, but we'll get back onto it and get a bit of analysis in next week's cast, which is gonna be over on Turbo's channel. So don't worry about that. There's gonna be a cast. Don't worry. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for this stream, and that's a bit of a tradition for me to end on a particular song in here. Let's actually see if we can actually reach for it. Yes.